and they are the fire merchant. I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird, but fine. But then after you kill a certain boss, you talk to them, and they move to where you killed that boss. And it's like, okie dokie. But then, if you talk to them while wearing a full set of noble woman's armor, they're like, yes, that's proper attire for grieving. And then they get new stock. You have to do that. So you had to like go to a certain point in the game, find a dead noble woman, put on her dress, and then talk to the pyromancy lady, and she moves to a completely different area in the game, and then she sells more spells. I was like, what? And it was like, once I learned about it, it was worth doing because there was some good stuff there. But I was like, how would I have ever figured this out? You know, spoiler alert, I wouldn't have.
Greetings.
Ours shall be the burden of knowledge, to take into the earth and prove us worthy.
That's the chant of light. What? I know things.
The righteous shall carry the Maker's word to every corner of his house.
All right, well, good luck.
A lot of Souls-likes have hidden areas for secret bosses, but it's generally not in the blacksmith or the spell merchant. Right, yeah. Like, if I do, I'll say when I do a review for the game, I'm going to mention, like, don't be shy about using the wiki if you think you missed something. Because it's often really hidden. Neverite. I don't think I've seen that material before. Is that quicksand? That looks like quicksand. No? Maybe not. Okay. The texture looked different when I was looking at it. I thought it was gonna eat my legs. Jabbers, I thought I used the work Wi-Fi download some games to make the place of employment foot the bill for data. Mine's limited. This is a mistake. This Wi-Fi is pitiful. The download barely started when I was out for a shift. You've heard the environment during DS1 is hidden in a large pot. You have to break to free them. I didn't get to that point in DS1. I know in DS3, the pyromancy trainer was, I think it was like a dude in a cage you rescued, but you came right across him. It wasn't tough to find him. Yeah, right now it's just like, you know, pyromancy spells do damage, as far as the ones I found, and then umbral spells do damage, radiant spells do damage, but radiant spells also heal you, so radiant's been the best for me so far. $4,800. Shy is here. What? Hello, Bezbay. What's up, Shy Bash? If your definition of becoming a card to cross over hopping some rooftops, well, I mean, I feel like most players would like explore each area they found. I'm just saying he wasn't in a hidden area, right? He was in an area you're going across. Like, I remember I stumbled across him. I bet you wish you wielded the floppy scimitar right now, the silly scimitar. He didn't require you to go find a random dead lady and put on her dress and come back to the first area you killed a boss and talk to someone there. Oh, I forgot. While carrying the eyeball of the 5th boss. It got better and better. Not a fan. I'm a fan of desert maps, so I remember disliking this area. I mean, it's been fine so far. Give the ring to a rogue? It's actually mage warrior only. It cannot be used by a rogue. Wait, was it mage warrior or just mage? Oh, it's just mage. Only mage. I left Remnant 2 downloading overnight. Still hasn't done. I know your pain, Jackals. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember that. When we first moved into this house, we had no internet at all for, over, like, a month or two. And, yo, I was going crazy. But we got good internet now. Like, last night, during stream, I had to patch... I had to do a 33 gig patch for, Lords of the Fallen during stream last night. So we just chatted for, like, a minute, and then it finished. What priority would you consider buying the candy corn gobbler while it's in stock for a very casual player? Honestly, for a super casual player, I wouldn't bother at all. Like, it's... the item offers you a power that you wouldn't have access to otherwise, which is great. But it's tedious to use. Like, you either need to set up an auto-clicker or just, like, spam click it for, like, 5 to 10 minutes to use it. So I wouldn't like automatically recommend everybody pick that up. But if you don't mind that, it does allow you access to every boost in the game, which is that part is cool. Twitter will cost $1. I doubt it. That would kill the website. Hopefully it will kill it. I truly don't hope for bad things for Twitter, right? Elon has been an idiot with it, but for example, I got my ANET partnership through Twitter. I have gotten many business deals through Twitter, like for sponsored streams. Like, it is not a stretch to say I've made thousands or tens of thousands of dollars over my years as a content creator through connections I made via Twitter. Also, it's fun for memes and stuff. Like, I truly do not hope that the site crashes and burns. It's been very good for me. But yeah, there's lots of stupid decisions around it lately, for sure. I get that point of view, but if the site goes down further, a better alternative will spawn. A better alternative will spawn. I mean, maybe. There's no guarantee. Like, I remember when there was a period of time, like, a few months ago, and everyone's like, oh, we're all moving to Mastodon. That lasted, like, a friggin' day. And then, oh, we're all moving to the Facebook thing with Threads. And that lasted, like, a day. Like, I'm not opposed to a better site, but it would suck losing all the connections I've made already. And, like, rebuilding followers back up and stuff like that. You won't lose us. Well, I was talking about followers on Twitter. This is a very large zone. Hi, Noxie. Honestly, like, just from a business standpoint, I've considered getting Twitter Blue. But I've never actually pulled the trigger on doing that because it's just like the current like social thing is just to bully people of Twitter Blue. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But the like paying, what was it, $8 to get much higher chance for anything you post to be seen, like that's an advertiser's dream.
I'm dry. Someone build a tavern.
Does she mean thirsty? Wow. Phrasing. I'm not doing it till there's Twitter green. Green rose. Features mutable. Nobody guessed the Facebook would basically kill MySpace. They guess niche. It certainly did. They also didn't guess it would go for Mom, can I buy Facebook? Did Mom get off my Facebook? Here we are. I still sometimes, this is so like, this is so jaded. I occasionally will like look and see if my, like the Mukluk Facebook, for those who don't know, I have a Facebook page under Mukluk. And anything I post to like Twitter, I also post there. And I've gone there and be like, oh, I have 1,015 followers on Facebook. And then I'll look at the company I used to work for that let me go. And I'm like, oh, they've got 900 followers. Doing better than you! And I'll feel like I'll smug about myself. Because my business that has been up for way less amount of time has more followers on Facebook than their business that fired me. Mug is petty? That's the word I was looking for. Don't do it often, but sometimes, yeah, the petty intrusive thoughts. Let them out. Pettiness exists for people who bullied until they won't get far in life. Here we are. Sketch of Burial Grounds Tomb. Drew Cake, hello! Oh, Noxy Andrew here. Welcome. Mukluk Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the Fourth. This is Johnson Van Syllables the Third. Welcomes you and your dear viewers to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay entertainment's on the way. Cricket the speakers, don't touch your beakers, give awards every week. Please take a seat, but you're lonely near the edge. I just came in and Drew raised. Oryx, Drew knew that you had just got there. And she was like, oh, hell no, I'm out. Hello, thank you. Muck's skin is glowing, his eyes are bright, and hair is strong. I think orange chicken and fried rice contains the nutrients he needs to bloom. My skin is glowing. I grow out my beard for 2 weeks, and suddenly you're like, yes! Killing with the beard. Oh, thank you. You got Noxy and Drew here. All the famous Asuras. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, there's a cave over there. That's what I'm supposed to do. Well, welcome to you and yours. We're working on a playthrough of all the Dragon Age games that ever came out. We finished Origins, we finished Dragon Age 2, and we're in Inquisition right now. Must be on the other side of that wall. At Mukluk, wait, what? What is that URL? pbs.twimig? How many illegal disputes do they currently have various reasons? What is this? Oh, yeah. I saw it. This is cute. I saw you post this on Twitter, Noxy. Yep. They still haven't, Actually, no, I think they fixed this. I started to say they still haven't fixed the sad bag, but I think they added that last night. I had someone post my Guild Wars 2 news video on YouTube yesterday. Someone replied to it, and they're like, I didn't think a paper bag would be what it takes to get me back into this game, but here we are. Bro, what is behind this freaking wall? I just see one chamber. Is it outside the cave entirely? Oh my god. Okay, it was outside the cave entirely. Alright. Our inventory is completely full. So let's briefly... Wait, what? Are we in combat? Spider. Poison spider. Okay. Can I travel now? Still can't travel. God dang it!
I'm injured.
Why are you injured? Bro, what is happening? Why are you all dying? Yo, I think there's a poison spider that's like under the ground and it's like shooting them through the ground. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening. That should say venomous. No, it's poisonous. Don't eat the spider. Okay. Well, at this point, we're almost to the next quest marker because this stupid run we just did. Hunter.
It's a pleasure to see a new face. Watch out for those Tevinter mages.
She's Scottish.
They aren't so kindly as Hunter Mag, which is me.
Do you know what the Venatori mages are doing here?
Arguing elves mostly. I think they're trying to find a way inside that tomb with the two statues. It's locked tight as far as I can tell.
Farewell.
Heed the winds.
But people eat tarantulas? I mean, people flirt with goats too. That doesn't make it right.
Are the Venturi hiding everywhere in this desert?
On the bright side, maybe we're getting close to whatever they want.
Okay, let's try this again. Skyhold. Alright, gonna try to pop over there to the merchant and dump all the crap out of our bags. For all those days that you don't feel like your Fashion Wars game is up to par, the paper bag. Yeah. I thought it was fine. I didn't realize that when Char used it, they had to draw the face on the bottom of the bag because their head is so weird shaped. Until I saw just the picture of Shypash wearing it. I legitimately, one year, went dressed with a paper bag on my head for trick-or-treating. I was like 16 or 17. So I was already like 6 feet tall at that point. And a friend of mine, we were like, hey, you want to go trick-or-treating? He's like, sure. We were in high school, so most of the kids our age were not trick-or-treating. And we went out and like, we put paper bags on our head. And you know, we cut out the eye holes. And then we put like garbage bag over our torso, but then like tore our arms through. And we had garbage bags over our feet. Like we just basically had trash bags all over us. And there was, the responses were interesting. There was like one house that just opened the door and like glared at us and gave us each like one Tootsie Roll. Like she clearly did not approve of people our height trick-or-treating. And I remember there was another house that opened the door and this guy was like, yes, I love it. Yes. Oh my God. And he's just giving us so much candy. We were like, what? And he's like, all these people with their store-bought costumes. This is what it was like when I was a kid. Like dressing as trash, apparently. And like he was just like really into the fact that we were wearing garbage bags. And and he gave us like so much candy. And then I remember there was this other house that we went to, and this this lady answers the door, and we did like trick or treat, and she's like Ted, and me and my friend look at each other, and I'm Mike and he's Eric, and I'm like, huh? And she's like, Ted, is that you? And I'm like, no. And she's like, Ted, are you trying to do a prank on me? I'm like, my name's not Ted. And then her phone rings. She's at the door, and her phone rings, and she's like, yeah? And she's like, oh, Ted. And I look at Eric, and we look at her, and she's like, hold on, and like just like tells us to wait. And she's like, no, turn to the left. We're the second house on the right. And she's like, yeah, look for two tall guys with garbage on their head. We're like, what? She's using us as a landmark. She's like, come down the street, look for the tall guys with garbage on their head. And we're like, what? And yeah. So we had to wait a minute for her to use us as a landmark for these random people to find us. That became a core memory. Oh, and then there was another house, and this was in like winter, so things were kind of icy. And again, I had put plastic bags over my shoes also, which was a mistake because that reduced traction. And I was walking down so someone had concrete steps at the front door, and the plastic bag on my shoe plus the ice, I slipped and just like landed right on my spine on concrete stairs. It hurt so bad. He's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just need a minute to recover. And then I tore the bags off my feet after that. That ended up being a terrible mistake. That was a very happy Halloween. Okay, that's most of the selling. I'm gonna put some stuff in storage. What is this, Diablo 4? Taking so long? Alright, there we go. Good news, I don't need surgery on my ankle. Oh, nice! He said, bad news, I need a new ankle. Visit the Black Emporium. I've done that before. Let's see. Hissing Waste. Visit. Let's see. Boop. You ever play a game where the UI for the, like, inventory is, like, so, that you're just like, you know what, my gear's good enough to finish the game? That's me right now. I'm like, you know, I don't really want to wrestle with these menus anymore. At your current level, you can wield some of the weapons. Funny enough, I saw on Steam that D4 is already on sale. Must be doing well. Actually, okay, so a streamer I sometimes watch when I'm not live is Grubby. And he's known for playing Warcraft 3. And the other day, he posted a video, or he posted a tweet, and in the tweet is a picture, and it shows the Warcraft 3 section of Twitch was higher than Diablo 4. And he was like, what is going on? So yeah, D4 is fallen off pretty hard. I'm not saying it's like that every day, but still. Grubby, do you also sub to the Grub? 9,000 devs worked on it, by the way. Warcraft 3? No way. Probably D4. My husband watches Diablo 2 streamer. It's a running joke that no one plays D4. As someone who has played every single Diablo game other than the mobile one, D4 was not awful, but it did nothing great either. It had a slight, like, when it comes to, like, the skill tree, it was slightly worse than D2's. When it came to skill selection, it was slightly worse than D3's. When it came to graphics, it was beautiful. The game was gorgeous, it looked awesome, the art team killed it. When it came to story, it was kind of cool for a while, and then it went off the rails. What do you mean you put Mephisto in a Pokeball and now he does whatever you say? That's not how those work. What do you mean you put a soul stone in that kid and he changed into a demon in 5 minutes? That process is supposed to take days. Like, you telling me he's got weaker will than the 8-year-old that got Diablo put in his head in D1? That process took, like, a very long time to corrupt. It's not just like, you know, set an egg timer. So, there was, like, some pretty major plot holes. But it was still, like, pretty good, but, yeah. Like, I will say, after playing it, I ended up replaying bits of Last Epoch and Grim Dawn, because I had the urge to go play a better ARPG. So, like, I reinstalled those games for a while. Varric approves of murdering this guy. He's like, oh my god, yes. Do I need to convince you to play PoE 2 on release? I would probably love to play PoE 2. I love PoE 1. I've got like over 1,000 hours in it, but it's just the few times I've played it on stream, it just hasn't really taken off. There's not much to talk about. Like PoE, when you're playing it, it's just like unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga. That's obviously you change the entire team midway through production and don't want to redo anything. Did they change the entire team on D4? I actually didn't know that, if that's the case. Oh, yikes. That's a big pit.